This evening, tons of spoiled and contaminated foods are imported every year. Find out what Food and Drug Department head is doing to stem the tide. Dutch company considers new bridge for Demerara. Linden mayor hopes budget 2017 has good news for his constituents. Background checks are being done by the coalition administration for local government commissioners list. In the region, in St. Lucia, former MP says he's stunned on Impact's silence. And internationally, Black Friday madness sweeps through America. And introducing our new segment, Beautiful Guyana.
From Safetv headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safetv Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel, as well as our website, safetvguyana.com. Join us. Beginning January 1st, 2017, the Food and Drug Department of Guyana will not be giving out waivers to local and foreign importers without the relevant authentic documents. Andrew Weeks sat down with the head of the FDG, Marlon Cole, and filed this report. Mr. Cole said food safety is of utmost importance to the citizens of Guyana.
Marlon Cole said many importers have not been complying with the laws of Guyana, that is, the Food and Drug Act, Chapter 3403, Section 32(2).
Every importer ought to satisfy the department requirement by ensuring that whatever product that they import into this country, be it food, cosmetic, or medical devices, is accompanied by a document from the manufacturing country, and it is that where these products are coming from whence they came, they are under regulatory oversight in the country of origin, and the factory has been issued with a permit to manufacture. And when they're being shipped to Guyana, a document needs to demonstrate the name of the item, the quantity of the item, must have a brand name, a common name, it must be in English language, and we must have an idea of the country of origin and the exact name and address of manufacturer.
Cole also posited that importers are to allow inspectors from his office to inspect the bonds where products are stored to ensure that there is proper lighting, ventilation, prescribed records for sanitation, and a product recall system. But many of them fail to meet those requirements.
Also supported by the World Trade Organization and ratified in 1995, they call it sanitary and phytosanitary measures. So the documentation that Food and Drug Department is asking for as a first line of defense to ensure that products coming from, be it Malaysia, Singapore, China, Vietnam, Brazil, India, United States, or Trinidad and Tobago, we cannot go in all those countries to visit those factories. We cannot have inspectors to be available to inspect all the containers that are coming in the wharf. We're not able to visit all the importers' bonds. So we only ask for one piece of documentation, and that is a free sale or a health certificate, as prescribed by in the laws of Guyana since 1971 and the Food and Drug Regulations since 1977. And we found that a lot of importers are not in a position or don't possess the ability to get this document to facilitate the shipment into Guyana.
In most cases, some goods coming into the country cannot be verified as authentic or safe for human consumption because after verifying them with the relevant authorities abroad, they are found to be bogus, and the products either have expired date or unauthorized manufacturing companies. Thus, Cole said, 2017, importers must toe the line. No more waivers for importation of products into Guyana.
It appears as if the department is accepting waivers from some companies and is giving other companies a hard time. The department is facilitating some companies without waivers and so forth. It opens us to criticism and it opens us to accusation. But we believe now, we're convinced that we have to go by the letter of the law and to say to every importer, as from henceforth, we would not be entertaining any documentation to facilitate any product into Guyana without the prescribed document or the assenting document from the country of origin. And that document has to come with every shipment, every batch, because products are produced in batches and sometimes batches has problem. Hence the reason for a documentation based on the World Health Organization and the Food and Drug Department for batches.
Cole maintained that his first priority is to protect customers' food and drug safety in the country. He gave an example of how it should be done when importing and exporting goods from one country to another. Listen.
Sterling Product has wanted to export ice cream to Barbados. Barbados sent 2 inspectors to Guyana. Our inspectors, they have to accommodate the inspectors at an inspection on the Sterling facility. The inspectors from Barbados then came to the Food and Drug Department to look at our documentation and our records on Sterling Product before Sterling could have shipped any ice cream to Barbados. We have a budding coconut industry, and we would export coconut water to Trinidad, export organism. So this document that we're asking for in Guyana is nothing strange or nothing unique to Guyana alone.
Thanks, Andrew. Many throughout Guyana are waiting with bated breath for next week's budget presentation. In the weeks leading up to this date, Georgetown City Council, the mayor claims the current administration has tried its best to
punish long enough, and it's time the people we didn't come and create this, we inherited this, and I don't want to blame the former council. I don't know how it came about, but I wouldn't, because all I do is
it is expected that the additional charter operations approved for this airline will benefit the tourism industry and other sectors within Guyana. A period of 1 year along the following routes, that is to say, Paramaribo, Suriname, Georgetown, Guyana, Bridgetown, Barbados.
An online publication on airlines indicated that Fly Always was experiencing some financial uncertainty. The extra source of income could also double as a way of allowing more Guyanese travelers to experience Fly Always. Coming up on Headline News after the break, government screens LGC candidates, and FITUG says do not sell skeletons.
Raj Jewelry, second floor at the Giftland Mall. Custom design jewelry made to order in just 24 hours. Call at 222-7.
Topaz, the only jewelers this Christmas.
Get the perfect collection of Stanley hand tools today from Sylvie's Variety Store. Quality and reliability in the palm of socket sets and screwdrivers. With constant perfection in designs and quality, we update our stock to get you the latest product line. Sylvie's Variety Store gets you the right Stanley tool for the job.
We're kickstarting the season with a mega Black Friday sale that's going to be happening right here at Clearance on the Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Let Kissoons be your furniture guide. We want to be of service to you because you know, it's you who have made us what we are, Guyana's Furniture King. Drop in and refresh your home today. You'll find us as courteous and accommodating as we always were, making better furniture for you.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you.
not? What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore. This place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Cabinet Secretary and Minister of State Joseph Harmon.
A pre-feasibility study was done by the Demerara Harbour Bridge Corporation in association with the Ministry of Public Infrastructure in 2013.
Public Infrastructure advertised for suitable consultants to conduct a feasibility study that would lead up. The Ministry has since received an offer from a recognized Dutch consultancy firm called Levineski CSO, to conduct the feasibility.
But Minister Hammond did not finish there. He also announced that the feasibility study will commence January 1, 2017. Hammond went on to state that the
question of the selection of the company, yes, it did go through the process. The work will start, as I explained earlier, in January of 2017. I do not have the date when it will be completed, but based on the extent of the work which has to be done,
the question was also asked why there was a need for a second feasibility, knowing that there was one done before. Harmon explains. In the 1970s, under the Burnham-led PNC government. Andrew Weeks, Channel 2, Headline News.
Thanks, Andrew. Fitug by the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union, or GAWU. In reference to GAWU's words, Fitug said, quote, "The release expressed our affiliate's strong and unambiguous condemnation, bordering on outrage regarding intimidation to dispose by sale the Guyana Sugar Corporation, Inc., Gaisuco major asset, the Skeldon factory, and other related property." End quote. Fitug also went further to state that plans to sell Skeldon are, quote, unnecessary, that the Skeldon sugar estate is critical to the economy of Guyana, and also demands that the government recognizes its importance to its workers. The organization supports plans to refurbish the factory. The statement goes on to call into question the transparency of the plan to sell it and the reasoning behind it. Are the persons who are to sit on local government commission ready to be announced by government? Andrew Weeks reports that there is something very important that is going on before government gives the green light.
Background checks are being done on the name, but for years, the removal of overseers and chairmen that caused large protests in NDCs like Pleasance, Linden, and City Hall. They will be announced, but in the meantime, Hammond said,
we have actually started taking steps with the acquisition of building and office and equipment and so on for the commission. That is going on presently. But we have to...
PC had named former controversial de facto acting town clerk Carl Suber as their choice for local government commissioner. It's the highest form of integrity the law requires of a local government commissioner to be on the list. We'll keep you posted. Andrew Weeks, Channel 2, Headline News.
Thanks, Andrew. Yesterday, the GPF requested Interpol to issue a red notice for Marcus Brian Bissaram. This happened just one day after issuing a wanted bulletin for the U.S.
Delicious menu to choose from. Also a wide variety of pastries and dessert. We can also host your luncheons, cocktails, parties, and formal gathering. For reservation, call 225-1730, 225-0038, 50159. The New Thriving Chinese Restaurant, 32 Main Street, Georgetown.
Fly always. Always something new.
In an ever-changing Guyana, some things never change. For decades, the name Kissoons has been synonymous with the finest furniture. Made it easier for you. Now inviting you to their home at the Rheinfeldt Industrial Site with over 100,000 square feet of floor space. Parking, no hassling, just you and the Furniture King. And you're right, they still tell you that they are never knowingly undersold. Kissoons at their Rheinfeldt Industrial.
Because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
In news from the region now, in St. Lucia, Dr. Kenny Anthony is questioning what he says is the deafening silence on the CARICOM impacts investigation. The then opposition UWP and some quarters of the police force were highly critical of the ex-Prime Minister's March 8, 2015 TV address on the impacts report. News Force reports.
Former Prime Minister and now Shadow National Security Representative for the opposition St. Lucia Labour Party, Dr. Kenny Anthony, is questioning the supposed silence surrounding the controversial unlawful killings conclusion determined by a CARICOM impacts probe into the police force. The 2010-2011 Operation Restore Confidence anti-crime strategy is associated with police killings of 12 criminal suspects. After deciding to publicly address the findings of the CARICOM Impacts Report on March 8, 2015, the former Prime faced heavy backlash from the then opposition United Workers' Party and quarters of the police force. According to the now Shadow National Security Representative,
that fascinates me right now. The persons who are so vocal, who are so talkative, all of a sudden they have resigned and they're all very quiet. Nothing has been said. No comments.
More than a year following Dr. Anthony's national address, government has changed hands and a new Director of Public Prosecutions has been installed, yet contains. However, there has yet to be prosecutions linked to the police homicides. Despite the ensuing criticism of the former Prime Minister's decision to disclose excerpts of the CARICOM Impacts Report, Dr. Anthony maintains the public, quote, needed to understand the context of decision-making by the previous cabinet.
When you do these things and you suddenly expect that the shoes on the other foot, meaning that the St. Lucia Labour Party is now in opposition and will be sympathetic, that can't happen.
Dr. Kenny Anthony says the United States and European Union governments supported the decision to provide the public with extracts from the CARICOM Impacts Report. Rihani Isidore, HTS News Force.
Placed under the direct command of the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations.
Internationally,
these shoppers clamoring to grab items at a Walmart store in Georgia. And it's, well, no, he's outside at the Palisade Center in New York.
Okay, so most people are actually getting their shopping done online, and these brick and mortar stores here in malls and there you have it. So shoppers are getting smarter, and online shopping is on pace to reach some $2 billion on Thanksgiving Day. That's up 16% from last year. Walmart this year kicked off Black Friday online at midnight Thanksgiving Day. The retail giant says they've increased their online merchandise by some 50% this year. Forget Cyber Monday. Walmart's offering Cyber Week, and Target is doing the same, offering early. They say they've had their strongest online shopping days ever on Thanksgiving, really. And Black Friday at Toys R Us has started on Wednesday night. Kohl's made Black Friday deals on Thanksgiving night, so it's all starting earlier. And the National Retail Federation says, look, Black Friday is changing, and they're used to that change, and they're going to do that, but it's not going away. It's just adapting, and these retailers know that. They're going to do what they got to do. They'll look at the sales on Black Friday and adjust accordingly for the rest of the holiday season. Leland?
All right, Brian, you now have no excuse if you don't have your Christmas list done early.
Exactly.
Being at a mall on Friday. Thanks, Brian. Go to online shop on your iPad.
No problem.
And we close our newscast with our new segment called Beautiful Guyana. This and every Friday, Headline News will feature a Beautiful Guyana segment in association with the Department of Public Information. This evening, we bring to you a glimpse of the island of Laguan and the ongoing roadworks there being done by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Friday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and SafeTVGuyana.com. You can also tune in at 6:30 Sunday morning for a rebroadcast, and Monday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from